Hey, hey you. Happy Friday, TGIF. Which reminds me of I need to get to a space and a place where I can do my freaking podcast. I'm supposed to be doing my podcast every Friday. And when I just said TGIF, it just reminded me of the name of my podcast. Whenever life sees fit where I can do it, I'm going to be excited. But anyways, what's up? I got a little bit of time. Dang. I got a little time. And first, let me say, thank God for the day, the sunshine, all the good stuff. Like, the weather was absolutely amazing today. What did I do today? I had a lot of errands to run, so I got a lot of steps in, a lot of walking. I was able to do most of the errands on my list, not all. And I happened to check my Facebook memories today. Thank God for memories, because I totally forgot that it's my LOC anniversary. So today, on this day, 5 years ago, I locked my hair. So I'm celebrating that today. And let's see. I can't wait till they grow longer, but it's 5 years ago. 5 years of freaking growth. Yo, that comment is hilarious. What are you talking about? I'm excited. So many things have happened in the last 5 years, and my hair represents that. It holds a lot of stuff if I really think about it and break it down. Wait a second. Chris, cut it out. Why are you trolling me right now? That's hilarious. Hi, Alabama fan. And hi, Ali. Chris, why the heck did you change your name? And why the heck you refer to yourself as a kangaroo? That's mad funny. I was like, what is that about? But yeah, I just got on to celebrate myself. Why? For real? Why? Is there a serial killer named Chris Watts? I don't know too much. I don't keep up too much with stuff like that. But what is this name? Baki Hanma? No, I don't like that. Chris Watts is your real name. Put it back to Chris. Sounds a lot better and more authentic. Hello, thank you for checking in from Iran, my bad. For real? Dang, now you're gonna make me do some research on this person, because I have no clue who that is, but I don't care, bro. It's your name. Like, unless you're gonna legally change your name, you could just put Chris W. Man, screw people. Don't be letting people make you change your name. That's wild. Be your authentic, genuine self all the time. You know, that was before your time. You don't have nothing to do with that. You don't have to explain yourself to nobody. But with that being said, yeah, I gotta watch the time too, because I only got a few minutes. But yeah, 5 years ago today, I locked my hair. My hair is in layers, so the back is much longer. I have like one really long really long one. You got tired of defending yourself? Chris, my love, don't ever get tired of defending and advocating for yourself and speaking up for yourself, because first of all, ain't nobody else gonna do it, so you can't get tired. I think this is my longest one. I'm not really sure. I've really one long one. But don't ever get tired of advocating for yourself. It's a lifelong thing you gotta do, so don't ever say that. Yes, I am a Native American. Chickasaw. My dad was Chickasaw Indian tribe. Anyways, when I was just thinking about the last 5 years, I'm like, wow, you know, a lot of people be wanting to cut their hair and they're like, oh, my hair holds trauma, hair holds all these things. And the last 5 years, I could focus on the trauma. I could focus on being traumatized. I could focus on abuse. I could focus on so many things. And I want my hair to keep growing. I want it to grow longer and longer and longer. What you about to do? Cut my hair? No, I'm not gonna cut my hair. Yeah, I know how people are. That's why you just gotta ignore them. You know, give them names like kangaroos, and that way you're just easily be able to identify people like that. But no, I'm not gonna cut my hair. You know what's funny is just last week I had a dream for the second time that my daughter's father cut his hair, which I hope is really true. The first time, the first dream, the first two things were true, except he didn't cut his hair. And I haven't seen him, and I blocked phone numbers, so he can't even contact me. But I'm hoping that he cut his hair, because I grew his hair with my hands, with my gifted hands. And then he started letting other people do his hair, which was very disrespectful. So I don't know if he really cut his hair or not, but I had a dream and it was so real and vivid that I pray that he did cut his hair. But I'm not cutting my hair. I want it to grow longer. I want it to be down to the floor. So when I think about my hair, it does hold a lot of stuff over the last 5 years. But when I think about locking my hair, I think about my daughter, because I locked my hair in 2020 and I had my daughter in March. And then today's October 3rd. So on October 7th, which is my mom's birthday, I was having surgery on my leg. So I had leg surgery, and I didn't have no time. After I had my daughter, I had no time to do my hair. What's up, Aztec? What's up, Mabad20? I had no time to do my hair, and I was looking crazy. I was breastfeeding. I was in bed. I was getting my associate's degree, so I was just in the house, and it was COVID, so I was in the house looking crazy, and I was recuperating because I think I had just got out the hospital for the second time, so I had to go back for post preeclampsia. I had a stroke, mad shit. So mad stuff, yo. This has made me think of mad stuff. So after that, I was recuperating. My hair was I was like looking like Don King. So I was like, and I had been spending the previous 4 years researching locks, and I had wanted to initially do sister locks. And the more I did research and the more I heard people complain about their sister locks and how they wish they were bigger, it reminded me of when I used to do box braids in my hair. This was like in my weave days. I used to do box braids, and I remember when I used to have them really small, the edges would always snap off. So I didn't want that to happen when I locked my hair. So I did my locks myself, and they're all different sizes. They're like medium to large, and then I have one. I literally and this is why I'm glad I chose bigger. This is my smallest lock here. I had one small lock, and it was just hanging on by a thread. So what I did was I joined it with this lock. I interlocked it into this lock, so eventually either they'll keep growing separately or eventually it'll lock together. We'll see what it does. That's why. Okay, hold on, Chris. What are you talking about? Let me get back to my hair, but Aztec, thank you for the emojis. You're so awesome. I keep doing research about Texas. Side note, today I seen 6 Texas freaking license plates. It's crazy all the things I keep getting about Texas. So, and I was just researching Texas when I was in the library again today. But you said, Chris, that's wild. After I told my baby mother I have a son on the way, she blocked me. Chris, oh, wait a second. What the heck is you talking about? I thought you told me you were married. I'm confused. You need to elaborate. Okay, daggone. I only have a couple minutes. You need to elaborate to me. What are you talking about? Because I thought that you were married. So are you talking about you're having another kid with your wife and then someone that you had a kid with prior? I swore, yo, on one of my lives, you said you're married. And you said, yeah, Texas, it is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be moving to Texas. I keep getting prominent signs every single day. And then at the beginning of the week, I was like, dang, I keep seeing Texas license plates. And I was never seeing Texas license plates here. And today was the most. I seen 6 Texas license plates in my travels today. And I was like, God, you gonna start driving me nuts with these signs, yo. The number 40 and Texas signs, Texas references, meeting people from Texas, all types of stuff about Texas. All right, you said, no, I'm not married, I have a woman. All right, well, explain to me your kid situation. How many kids you got and what how many people? No, we live together and I don't believe in being a deadbeat father. I walk the walk. Just 2. Well, 1, congratulations on your kid on the way. I pray that they are healthy and amazing. I mean, I love kids, and so I think kids are a blessing no matter the situation that they were born into, and you're very welcome. And maybe she still has feelings for you, because I don't know why she would block you just because you're having a kid, unless y'all are worse. Like, some people still be messing with their, I don't even like that terminology, baby mother, baby father, but some people still be sexually involved with the person even though they're not in a relationship. That's not my case, so I don't know why she would block you. That seems like she still has like some feelings. Maybe you're leading her on, maybe she's attached to something. I don't know the situation as to why she blocked you. Oh, okay, then that's what I was confusing. Hi, good to see you. Thank you. I don't, okay, so then that makes sense. So you were married to her. All right, because I'm like, I remember very vividly. I have an amazing brain and a great memory. So I was like, I know you told me something about marriage. So your ex-wife. So then what's the story with y'all? Why do you think that she blocked you? Like, were you still involved with her sexually, or like, what's going on? Because there's something there that sparked jealousy or some kind of animosity to you telling her this news that she didn't receive it well to block you. And especially if you have a great relationship with you have a daughter or a son with her. Yes, ma'am, she just got divorced and moving back to Texas. Dad, your life is a movie like mine. That's bad funny. Or you have a daughter and you have a good relationship with the daughter. Yeah, then I don't know. Maybe she had hopes that y'all were gonna get back together or something. My situation is different because, one, I already shared story time with that whole situation. And at the beginning of the year, I blocked him on social media, and our only form of communication was the phone. Like, so I had got a new number, and I didn't have to. I gave him my new number. I didn't have to. So we just had communication via text. He does not have permission to call me. He just text me. Yes, I'm not sure what the problem is. I just want to co-parent. Yeah. I'm sorry, because that sucks. Like, when you have somebody that wants to co-parent and wants to be involved, and women are just like jealous or holding some kind of grudge or something, it makes the situation difficult. I would like to have somebody that wants to be a dad and be hands-on, and that's just not my situation. So I can, since you're here, Chris, I'm so happy you're here on my live today, because I was like, usually I'm getting on at this time and it'd be like I'll be having no engagement or nothing. So Aztec and Chris, y'all are my peoples. So let me give you a quick story time. I've already shared with you that the bare minimum things that my daughter be needing, he be telling me to do it myself, like figure it out on your own. Like, so I just been making mental notes, and I've been just restricting how much I ask for things, because he's blocked me on a lot of different ways of like going to get money about her. He wouldn't allow me to use his income to get Social Security for our daughter, who is special needs. Like, it'll be money for her, it's not even money for me. So like, I've had to try to educate myself. This is my first kid. I never went through of like, how can I go against not, I didn't put him on child support. I figured out a loophole for that, and now I'm figuring out whatever kind of loophole I can do to get Social Security benefits for my daughter. And it was just a tug of war of getting uniforms for school for her. And he got like a bunch of boy clothes for her that were too big. And then I reached out and I asked for, can you get her some dresses? And he's like, no, like, you figure out how to do that. It's like, I can't. So that was kind of like my last straw, but I still didn't block him. He said, what's the point of life if we're not looking forward to the future with kids? Facts. How can he sleep at night knowing he's not doing right by his only child? Oh, no. Chris, I told you already. I'm the third mom with the third kid. So really, everything is my fault. I just eat the L, yo. But this is nothing new to him. So he sleeps at night just well. What's funny is his aunt just walked by when I was just like, hey, how you doing? That was his aunt. So funny. And they'll, they're going to be talking about me the rest of their life. Like, oh, guess what? I seen India today. And I don't care. Like, I've removed everything. So after the uniform thing, I'm like, Dad, like, why do I keep trying to co-parent with this person or reach out, or like, depending on bare minimum, like, you're restricting me getting money. You're restricting everything, like all these obstacles and stuff. So, and I've already shared, my homelessness journey and everything else that I've had to deal with of 2025. And it just keeps being a lot of plot twists. So anyways, I don't know if I shared that he got her a tablet at the beginning of the year. He bought her a new tablet, but he was too cheap to buy the screen protector. And so when he gave it to her, the first day, it ended up cracking as a big split in it. So all throughout the year, while I was at the beginning of the year, I was like, are you ever going to get her a new tablet? Because she's like cutting her fingers on it. And he was just like, oh, she should learn how to use it better. But it's like, bro, why didn't you just get the screen protector with your cheap ass? Like, I don't understand this. You got a new phone. Didn't you get a screen protector for your phone? Okay. So it was just like been a struggle to like get him to get her a new tablet. And the last time that I asked was back in like a little bit after her birthday. So maybe like April. And he was like, why can't you figure out how to get her a tablet? So after then I was like, I'm done asking him to get stuff. Like, you should fix it, because you didn't do it right the first time. And this is your kid. Like, this is something that she uses every single day. So I don't understand. So anyways, the screen is totally split in so many different ways now. Last week, I don't know if you were here, Chris, but last week something very interesting happened. The tablet, he's never replaced it, so he's just been using it however it's been using, and I don't have any money at this point in time to get her a new one, or else I just would. I'm like, I just need to get myself together so I can get some money going for myself, so that I don't have to deal with this man, period. Anyways, the tablet stopped charging. And so like every day I was feeling stressed, and I was like, Dag, like I keep trying to charge it and it keeps saying that it's wet and that it won't charge because it detects moisture, but there was nothing wet, or my daughter didn't spill anything. So I was like, Dag, this is crazy. So it was like every day I couldn't charge it, and then I put it on like low mode, and then it got down to 7%. So I was like, the other night, so this was last weekend on Saturday. This just happened on Saturday. The entire week went by, and I'm like, Dag, like your charger is not gonna work, baby. Like, and I'm just feeling like shit. Like, damn, and I can't even buy her a new one. And I'm like, Dag, I don't want to reach out to him. And then it was like I couldn't go to sleep Friday night. I just couldn't go to sleep, and I'm like, Dag, I'm looking at this shit at 7%. Keep trying to charge it. Keep saying the same message, like detects moisture, won't charge, let it dry. I'm like, damn, like I haven't done anything with it for the whole week. It should have been dried. Why is it not working? I couldn't go to sleep. And then God's like, text him that it finally doesn't work. And I'm like, I don't want to text him, God, because I already know what his response is going to be. It's going to be something to the point of like, you need to figure it out yourself, and it's just going to piss me off. But I couldn't go to sleep, so I texted him, and I said, hey, her charger officially is broken. It won't work. And I seen that he read it immediately, and he didn't respond. And so then I was just like, okay, well, now he's not going to respond. So no response is still a response. And I left it at that. And then like at 9:30 in the morning, this is what he responds and says, oh, so what are you gonna do? Because I bought the last one. So I just laughed. And I said, oh, what are you gonna do, India? I went to respond, but then my brain said, yeah, India, what are you gonna do? So instead of responding, I said, what I'm gonna do is officially block your number. So I blocked them. I blocked his number because I'm like, all year it's just been bare minimum stuff. You keep not, like, he wants me to suffer, he wants me to struggle with his kid. I do not understand it. And then when I just went through the uniform thing, that was frustrating, and I wanted to block him. Then when he changed the lock on the trailer so I couldn't get my stuff. Like, there's been so many things that has happened this year that I've been wanting to block him, and I'm just like, no, he's still her father, and like, but you're not helping. And it's like with bare minimum stuff that I'm asking for. So after that, I blocked him. And then I was just like, she wanted to play her tablet, and I'm like, Dag, baby, like your tablet, you could use it. Like you could use it. It's not gonna work though, because it's like at 6%. And then something said, I always say it's God. Something said, put it on the charger. I put it on the charger, and since that day, since Saturday, it charges just fine. The screens are still broken and stuff, but it's charging. So I was like, that was God, yo. I keep listening to and doing what God's telling me to do. That's why I'm not worried about shit. God's gonna bless me. God's gonna fund my lifestyle. God's gonna move me away from here. He's gonna take me and my daughter wherever. I keep saying Texas because Texas is very prominent. But God is going, he's keeps supplying. He's saved us from a shelter. He keeps providing financially for us on a low scale, but I'm grateful for whatever I get for her. And this week I was able to grab her a couple of uniform dresses, what I wanted. And because all the things that he got was too big. He doesn't even know what size she wears, and he didn't even ask. So I've just been struggling to like, I'm like, thankfully I had with me in storage a couple of her old uniforms. So that's what she's been wearing, a couple old uniforms, and it just is what it is. I'm living a stress-free lifestyle, bro. And that was my final straw. So that's why I blocked him. I can't. And he's not even helping. And anything I say, he tells me to do it myself. So why am I going to keep dealing with that? Wow, she knows everything, and that's crazy. They condone that behavior. Who condones that behavior? Keep doing the right thing. He will be back asking for your help. Yo, karma, full circle. I do believe that. And you know what? I'm going to be far gone, so far gone that I can't help somebody that will give me a harder time when I was already having a hard time. So that's the story with my hair. You said, what's my Cash App? I don't have a Cash App, Chris, but thanks for asking. I don't have a Cash App. I need to get Cash App. I mean, I think I have Apple Pay if you want to send me something. But, you know, I'll be all right. But I do appreciate you asking me. And hi, Obo. That's the thing about my hair. I got a couple minutes and then I really got to get off and go over here and get my daughter. That's the thing about my hair is like my hair does hold a lot of stuff. It holds a lot of trauma. It holds a lot of abuse. It holds a lot of memories, yo. Holds a lot of memories, a lot of fucked up memories, a lot of stuff. But I'm gonna sum it down to it reminds me of my daughter. It reminds me of 2020. It reminds me of COVID. It reminds me of like lockdown and patience. It reminds me of patience, yo. Growing your hair, locking your hair is patience. When I locked my hair, so many of my family members was like, ew, you look ugly. Why are you locking your hair? That, like, still to this day, my mom, when she sees my hair, she'd be like, when are you taking that stuff out your hair? And I'm like, what stuff? This is my hair. And she was like, I'm like, you don't like it? And she was like, oh no, you know, you look beautiful, whatever. But like, when are you gonna take that out and like go back to your natural flowing hair? And I'm like, I'm not. And I just remember how many people called me ugly when I locked my hair. And I don't believe that there's an ugly stage to locking your hair. I believe that you don't have an ugly stage unless you're ugly. And so like today when I see my Facebook memories, I'm like, damn, I'm so far removed from time and the date that I forgot this is my lock anniversary. And I was looking at my video that I made a few years ago when my locks were really short and transitioning. My daughter was a baby, an infant, and it's just like, it reminds me of my daughter. It reminds me of Patience. And that's my daughter's name. You know, I named my daughter Patience for a reason. So, in locking your hair, like growing it, my hair grew really fast. And I always share my lock tips with people, and they ask me like, oh, how'd your hair grow so fast? Because there's people that have had their hair locked longer than me, and my hair is longer than them. And I'm just like, water and keeping your scalp moisturized is your best friend. Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate it, because you facts, yo. When I come to Texas, we could collaborate, we could do something, we could break bread some kind of way that way, because I'm coming to Texas. Hello, Viande. I'm well. Good evening to you. How are you doing? But I'm coming to Texas, so when I come to Texas, we can break bread that way. But I do appreciate your feedback. I appreciate your engagement. I appreciate your insight, and I appreciate you let me to be able to share our baby mama, baby daddy drama. Yes, Aztec. Me too. Yes, you. When I come to Texas, yo, I've been looking up Galveston. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but this week I had a whole thing about, and it sent me to go look and research this part of Texas. Y'all let me know. And you said, yes, you will help me start a YouTube channel. Yeah, for sure. Starting a YouTube channel is easy. It's just the consistency part of being consistent. And I'm so mad at myself, but I'm like, everything happens for a reason. I went and built my Facebook and my Instagram. And if I just would have stayed on my fucking YouTube page, yo, my show would be more popping. I would be in a whole nother place. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. But yes, I will help you with your YouTube channel. And I want to connect with you and Aztec when I come to Texas. Even if I don't move there, I have to come visit Texas. So remind me, what part of Texas are y'all in again real quick before I get off? I literally got 30 minutes. So put the parts of Texas that you're in so I can screenshot it so I can have it and add it in my journal of those parts of Texas to visit. Yeah, you could definitely do a positive channel. You could do a channel on anything, whatever you want. As long as you're consistent, it's gonna pop, because it's you, and nobody can be better at being you than you. Don't ever forget that. All right, you're in Dallas. Aztec, quickly, what part of Texas are you in? And I'm gonna screenshot it so I got it, and I won't forget it, and I have it. Because I got my bags. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm out here walking, I'm getting my stuff. But I look at everything in a grateful manner. Like, I'm losing weight, I'm getting my steps in, I'm getting my blood flow going. Yes, yes, yes. I said, tell me which part of Texas are you in? And I gotta wrap it up. I gotta wrap it up. But it was so good talking with y'all. I'm so glad that, look at that, everything happens for a reason. So I was gonna get on at 1, and then I was just like in the library researching stuff. Okay, you're in Austin. All right, let me take a screenshot. Austin and Dallas. Y'all are awesome. All right. I gotta go. I gotta walk over here and get my baby. But yeah, maybe I could try to get on later. I haven't been doing no late night lives in a minute. Just because how my day go would be crazy. But today's Friday, so maybe I could do one late. My daughter should go to bed and I'll be up. So I'll see how the energy goes. But y'all know I like being in the sunlight. The best light made by God is the sun. Facts. Later. God bless. Thank you. Likewise. And I gotta wrap it up and leave my messages. So if you already heard them, you could go. If not, I'm always just gonna say them because it's part of my thing to do. But it's my LOC anniversary, so I'm celebrating myself. Don't be afraid to celebrate yourself and love yourself, and don't wait for anybody to celebrate you. Celebrate yourself first, and always pair yourself with people that celebrate you, not tolerate you. That's an extra, a bonus for you. My other ones, don't let anybody label you, including yourself. Those who try to label you want you to live in lack and not your purpose, and you were born to live a life of prosperity and abundance. And those who try to label you see something in you that they don't want you to see in yourself, which is your gift. And they want to label you so that you will live and lead with the label and not the person that you were born to be. So don't let anybody label you, including yourself, number 1. Number 2, don't ever let anybody put you in a box. Yo, is there a lot of bees in Texas? I gotta get used to these bees. Don't let anybody ever put you in a box. Those who try to put you in a box is simply because they cannot get out of theirs. And if you allow somebody to put you in a box, they will then try to put you in a ditch. Ask me how I know. And 3, don't forget to turn your life into a lifestyle. Facts. Don't forget to turn your life into a lifestyle. And the way that you turn your life into a lifestyle is taking your life into your own hands and participating in your own rescue. Because absolutely, positively, nobody is coming to save you. You must save yourself. And if you take the time to tap into yourself more and out of the world less, you in return will save yourself from the life that your parents want you to live, the life that society wants you to live in, and the life that the school systems and the job systems try to mold you to live within. And you were not born to simply work a job, pay bills, and die. No, sir, and no, ma'am. You were born to live a life of abundance, prosperity, and a life of luxury because it's your fucking birthright. And don't let anybody ever tell you different. So if you figure out what your purpose is, and the way to figure out what your purpose is to figure out what you're good at. What you're good at is going to allow you to solve a problem. And when you solve a problem, you will automatically live in your purpose. We were all born to solve a problem, make the world better while we were here. More importantly, when we're not here, that's how you leave your legacy. So you figure that out, you're going to live in your purpose, and you will automatically live in abundance. You will never have to worry about money. You will live a life of prosperity. Yo, I gotta get used to these bugs. They're attracted to me every day, which is telling me I'm moving somewhere where it's warm, where there's always bugs and they don't die off like here with the seasons. Anyways, that's how you figure out your purpose, and you will live your abundant birthright, abundance, prosperity, and a life of luxury. And I am attracting laid back luxury because I like to, I like certain things a certain way. So I'm attracting laid back luxury. You got to get in alignment with whatever kind of life you want to live, however you see what kind of lifestyle you want to live for you. I'm not here to tell you that. I'm just here to encourage you and inspire you and provoke thoughts, because that's what my channel is about. My channel is about talking about real life shit, raw shit, authentic shit, paired with general things that everybody else goes through from my life and my experience and my trauma and my abuse and things that I've suffered through and survived through. And don't ever forget that everything that you suffered through and survived through will never go wasted. It will be used towards your purpose. So don't beat yourself up and be too down in the dumps about anything you're going through, because it is all for a reason and it will be used for your purpose. So I hope something I said helped today, and I will be back later or tomorrow. And don't forget, you are both a limited edition and an endangered species, so start fucking acting like it. All right, peace.